Good morning, and I'm going to try and look into this lens today. I've got this new camera and I keep looking at the screen because I'm not sure what the gimbal's doing, and I'm just basically reassuring myself that it's in shot and in focus and the lighting's okay. I need to just not look at it basically and just look at you. So anyway, I wasn't going to vlog today. I thought, right, I've mounted up so much footage and I've got so far ahead, I just need to have a couple of days off filming. But then I thought, well, you know, I think people are probably quite interested in how the bathroom's getting on. The boys are all quite friendly and accommodating. You can probably hear them banging away now. We're missing some taps for the sink. That might be my fault because I was asked to check if everything was delivered, but well, I got the order and checked off everything on the order. So everything that was on the order was delivered, but you know how busy I am. I didn't sit and actually think what should have come and should have been on the order. So we're missing the taps for the sink and the screen for the bath. As long as we get a working bath, that'd be good because it's getting a bit much washing in the sink every day. I'm about to leave for uni. I've got my bag pretty much mostly packed. I've got a flute lesson today, so I'm going to arrive and do a warm-up in a practice room that I've booked, and then have a little 15-minute break, and then have my lesson for an hour, and then I've got a lecture. I've made a pasty in the air fryer. I wouldn't make it, I cooked it, and I'm going to have to buy something now as well because I've run out of stuff because my shopping didn't happen on Tuesday because of these turning up a day early. It's nice and dry again. I've left 5 minutes early strategically so I can use the public loo on the way to the train station. Hopefully I've learned a lesson. Right, I'm sitting rear facing on the train today because I've had flashy flash of the sun in my eyes a couple of days running. I'm thinking, right, I assume the sun's going to be in a similar position, so I'm going to sit around this way and I'll probably find that at some point I get something else disturbing me. But anyway, let's see, this might be better. So editing a clock now. I managed to eat breakfast before I left because I had quite a late leaving time today. Coffee time. I've actually got milk in there from home today, so I'm still getting used to this gimbal on this camera. So I got the kettle on. I'm booked in a practice room in about 5 minutes, so I shall go and do a half an hour warm up before my lesson. That's what that is for. Right, I'm in this one today. Practice is done. I literally set a timer for about the last 8 minutes. I thought, oh, I might accidentally go over because it's only half an hour today, and I literally played the last note of my scales routine that I do. It takes about half an hour, and I thought it must be any time now, and I took the phone out of my pocket to look and it went beep 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 beep. So literally to the second. Oh, what's going on here? Oh shoot. My hair's doing something very strange there. Yeah, you can't put a gimbal camera on your jumper flat down apparently because it freaks out. That's just what happened. I need a little mini lightweight tripod for this really because I'm worried about setting it up on its end in case it topples over, you see. I'm quickly wolfing down an avocado and I'm going to use the loo, and then it's time for my lesson. I got a little bit held up with a little admin job that came in that I've been sat cross-legged on the floor in that practice room doing on my phone. But about a booking inquiry basically. So I sneaked up here now. I've had my lesson. Yeah, it's really good. They're going to thin out a little bit now. I had a bit of a cluster of them at the start, but because I'm part-time, I'm supposed to have half as many per year as the full-time students. So I only have one more between now and the Christmas holiday, but lots to work on at home or, you know, in my private practice sessions. So it's all good. So I've got about 25 minutes now before my next lecture. So I'm going to stop and have a little bit of lunch. Food is diminishing rapidly. I get crisps walking here from the station because I decided I couldn't last. What have I got? Tea, coffee, squash and pop. That's all I got left. I'm going to have to go out and get something. Oh dear. So yeah, in there is my balti bake that I did in the air fryer before I left the house. I was hoping it might still feel warm. It doesn't. It doesn't look very appetising. It's as flat as a pancake. Tastes good though. That lasted all of 2 seconds. I wolfed that down. I've got an hour break after my next lecture. I'm going to go to Greg's, get a cake and a cuppa of something. Then after that, I've got a practice room booked for an hour and a half. And then after that, I've got like a 20-minute break or something, and then it's the pop ensemble. Okay, a very interesting lecture done. I'll tell you about it in a bit, but I'm going to Greg's, I am. I tell you what, I'm having a treat. I'm going to have a cake and a cuppa and buy, I don't know, something else to eat later on the go at some point when I'm hungry again. Greg's has provided, I used my student card and got a free sausage roll with my meal thingy. So I got a cup of tea, yum yum, nice hot and comforting. This is for later. It's like a ploughman sandwich with mature cheddar. So I'm going to put that in a bag and have it at some point later when I'm inevitably going to be hungry again. This is for now. I'll show you what that is in a minute. This is what I got for free. So I went for a vegan sausage roll, but it could be a meaty one if you prefer that. So probably that'll be like after my practice, and I'll be on the train going home or something, or the other way around. I don't know. Just go with the flow. And this, my dear, is a custard slice, and it's going to go down very well with that cup of tea right now. I wolfed that down. I didn't think I was that hungry, but apparently I was for custard slice, so I wolfed that down at lightning speed, and now I think I'm having a sugar rush. Yeah, quite looking forward to doing some more practice. I stayed a bit later at that lecture actually. So today was the first of the students having a practice at performing in the concert hall where the lectures are, and we had 2 postgrad students today, 2 pianists, and they both went in turn, and they were really good. It was a joy to watch them and listen to them. They were really good, and because there are only 2 of them so far, the teacher, who's a pianist as well, decided to make it into a little bit of a masterclass actually, so that was quite interesting, especially from a point of view of a non-pianist, because a lot of things are just, they wouldn't enter my radar normally. So yeah, that was quite cool. But I clobbered her afterwards, and I was asking her questions, because we've got to actually put our names down now to perform in those sessions for the rest of the students. And I was saying to her, oh my god, she said, well, it's just us. I said, oh, I'm going to be shitting my pants. And she said, well, it's only us. I said, well, look, I've just spent my whole career playing flute, thinking, well, at least the audience aren't discerning, so if I make a mistake they won't know. Now they will. No, it'd be all right. But we've been asked to either buddy up with a pianist in the class to organise playing together, because you need a piano accompanist if you're a flute player, see, ideally, or book one on the university's recommended list, and the university will pay. And I said, well, I felt a bit awkward asking the students, because I know they've already got a lot on, and I just didn't want to dump more workload on them because they'll have to learn the piece. And she said, that's fine, just ask the university ones and we'll pay. And I said, well, am I using that up, you know, have I got a limited budget? She said, no. It's like, oh, okay. So in the next few weeks I'll be deciding what date I'm going to play it on, and get in touch with the pianist, and that'll be a new big step for me. I have actually come out for a little bit of greenery for 10 minutes before going back to practice and trying out my zoom mode on this camera. It's only a digital zoom, it's not optical, so yeah, not as good as my handy cam, but you know, thought I'd give it a try. Look at this very beautiful park. Oh, I haven't put my fluffits on. I haven't got any wind muffs on this camera yet. I need to sort that out. I just thought I won't use it, outdoors until I have, and then I forgot. So I don't know, I'm trying to cut my hand around it to prevent that for now. I don't know if that's going to work. But anyway, look at this lovely autumnal colours, the sparsity, leaves on the floor and all that stuff. This is a war memorial up ahead. I remember it from when I was a kid. I wouldn't have been able to understand the Welsh then, or the Latin. Mind you, no matter how hard and how frequently I try to memorise what long Roman numerals mean in the dates, I just forget anyway. We've recently had Remembrance Sunday here. We definitely used to be able to get in here and go and sit on those seats. I remember sitting there. Well, probably I ran around it in circles as a kid. Better head back, I suppose, get me practice going on. Only an hour and a half, so yeah, should fly by. I think everything I'm doing is so interesting at the moment, like I'm not getting bored, and also I'm kind of structuring it so I don't spend too long on any one piece, apart from the orchestra one. I did have to spend a while on that, but I've got to the point now where I can do little chunks of that as well, so it's like a little sketch show of practice, like 10 minutes on this, 20 minutes on that, so it doesn't get boring. Can hear the seagulls. Those ones over there are doing the pit pat thing. Hang on. Ooh, it zooms and films at the same time. I don't think it's close enough. I'll have to do a crop in post edit, but they're doing that thing. I think it's for bringing worms up, isn't it? They're imitating rain. I think that's what they're doing, unless that theory's been superseded since I was taught it as a child. They're just like side by side. It's quite curious to stop and watch them actually. It's fascinating. That one's really going for it. It's like, oh, maybe it's because the other one got something. It's like, oh, I might be about to get something too. I'm going to speed up a bit. Oh, right, I better go. I'm getting a bit distracted here. I've been practicing for an hour and a quarter and I need a pee so bad. So bad. I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to do. I just can't. I'm just like, I need a pee. But if I pack everything up, go downstairs, use the toilet, there's not going to be any time left. Well, there might be 10 minutes, but do I really want to pack everything up and then get it all back out again. No, I do not. So I'm gonna have to cut this one slightly short because I've been caught short. Okay, I've just got in. It's hours later. It's blooming cold out. My hands feel like ice blocks from the walk home from the train station. I've still got my hat on. I've just put the heating on, and it's my nightly time to see what's happening in the bathroom. I do see a change already. I see a bit of a vanity unit appearing. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh, there we are. Wow, that's going to be my new sink unit. No sink yet. Still got some rubble lying about. Oh, look, the tiles. Look, the tiles. Look, I'm pointing the wrong way and saying look at the tiles. Wow. Oh, aren't they a gem? Can you see the difference? I mean, they are different, but the only difference I'd say is that these are like they're flat and smooth, whereas these have got a bit of a like a bump, not bumpy, a wavy sort of surface. It's not flat, but those are. But honestly, I'm so grateful for them for spotting the fact that you actually could buy matching ones. Oh, it's coming on, isn't it? Yeah. No running water in here yet. I need a proper immersion now. I feel like I've just been having wet flannel washes, you know, in the kitchen sink and that. I feel like I want to get some kind of container I can put water in and immerse myself in a bit better. Do you know what I mean? Feeling a bit grotty. Anyway, there's me. Feeling a bit tired. It's quite late at night now. My daughter's actually out because she's working a shift in her new job. She hasn't done very many shifts. I think this might be her first proper one that's not a training shift today. I'm not 100% sure, but I hope that's gone well for her. But she'll be back even later than me today. It's late enough for me now, but do you know what? I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to order an online shop to come for tomorrow evening after the builder's gone. Because I was thinking, what if the online shop comes while they're here? Is that going to be chaotic if they've got a van outside and if they're sawing things up on the pavement, which they have been, because they might be. So yeah, I'll try and get that one ordered now because, oh, can you tell how tired I am? I'm really tired. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I think I better round this up before I nod off. Thank you for watching. Do give it a like if you happen to like it. I'll pop a playlist here as I do with more videos from me if you'd like to watch those. And I'll see you in the next video. Good night.